Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure that your seatbelt is firmly fastened.
Hi guys, it's me again, Abdul Manan Mansour. Last week we talked about general handling in the exercise of stern, shallow, medium and a steep turn. And today I'm going to talk about the exercise of stalling. Remember, an aircraft flies because it has got four components. Yeah, the thrust, the drag, the lift, and the weight. Now, if you reduce the thrust, there's no lift. And when there's no lift, the aircraft will stall. What does it mean? It means the aircraft will refuse to fly and it will just drop down from the sky. Now, this is a phenomena that every pilot needs to do and needs to experience before he can fly solo. Solo meaning you can fly on your own without the instructor. So let's get on how to do an exercise of stalling. First and foremost, you got to fly at the required height. Yeah? Make sure you have enough ground, enough airspace for you to recover when the aircraft stalls. You know what stall is? It's dropped like a jackfruit, from a tree. And then you do your normal acronym check, and that is a Hazel check. Hazel stands for H-A-S-E-L. H is for the height. Make sure you have enough height, at least 3,000 feet between you and the ground. Area, make sure you are within the training area, not somewhere in the highly density population area, And then when you're sure that you are in the training area, and then you look at your security. So what is security? You look at your harness, it's light on top, your bondom, so your mind is all on your head, light lock, And your instructors are all locked, in the seat with the safety belt. And then you look at the engines, look at the instruments, look at the oil pressure, look at the oil temperature. The instruments are all in the green, that means your engine instruments are all okay. And then last but not least, you look at the L, look up, look right, look left, see bottom, there's nobody else. And then after doing all your Hazel check, you are now ready to do your stalling exercise. So what do? You find out a marker at the end, at the far end of the training area. It could be a hill or it could be a cloud, And then you close your throttle to idle fully. And then you maintain your attitude. Don't let the aircraft nose drop down. And you maintain it until the speed begins to drop, bit by bit. Yeah? Don't play with your stick or with your yoke, And then at the stalling speed, and this is given for every aircraft, At the stalling speed, the nose will start to drop down, like a jackfruit falling off from a tree. Yeah? And you allow the aircraft to fall downwards with the nose dropping down, and then the instructor or the stay recover, and then you open up your throttle again and fly off from the stalling attitude. Gain your speed back to above the stalling speed, and then climb back to your required altitude at 3,000 feet. Okay? Simple. But then again, you can never tell what's going to happen to the aircraft. Sometimes, when the aircraft stalls, one of the wing will start to drop. Either the left wing will start to drop or the right wing will start to drop. Folks, this can become a very dangerous situation. So how do you correct that if the wing starts to drop? The answer is never, never, never use your stick or your yoke to recover from a wing drop. Why? Because if you do that, the aircraft will go into a spin. That will be even worse. Yeah? You know what is spin? You just rotate like that down there and you got to recover it by a full-fledged maneuver before the aircraft can be recovered from the spin. So if the aircraft wings begins to drop, any one of the wings begins to drop, you recover it by using your rudder. The opposite rudder, please. No stick, no yoke. Maintain the yoke and your stick in the neutral position. You recover by applying the opposite pedal let the wing becomes level, and then you open your throttle and get the speed again until you're above the stalling speed, and then you climb up to the required safety altitude. Folks, that is the exercise of stalling. Now you need to do this many times and recover from it safely before the instructor will allow you to go solo. Okay? Repeat. Health check, the height, your area, your safety, security, your engine T's and P's, and the lookout left, right, up and below, and you can start your stalling exercise. Just pull throttle back to idle, maintain your attitude with the marker at the end there. Do not let the nose drop down, and when the aircraft begins to stall, and you know it by the nose just dropping down, release the pressure on the stick, open up your throttle, and then when you gain your speed, you recover back, and there's no more stalling situation. You get back to your safety altitude. Alright? If the wing drops, any one of the wing drops, do not use your stick or your yoke to overcome it. Let the stick or yoke remain in the neutral position, but you have to use your opposite pedal to the fullest to recover. Why? Because if you use your yoke or stick to recover the wing drop, you will get yourself into a spin. Now, to recover a spin, I will go that in the next video. Okay, folks. Thank you. Bye. See you again next week.